Chapter 3 Thor's Magical Weapons. Loki was up to mischief. He had stolen Freya's magical cloak and was flying to Jotunheim, planning to spy on the frost giants, bitter enemies of the gods. Feeling tired, he was swooped down to rest on an icy peak, which let out an angry roar. Loki gulped. He had just landed on Gerard, a massive ugly frost giant. "Hey!" cried Gerard, grabbing Loki in his gigantic hands. "How dare you land on me?" "Please let me go," begged Loki, thinking fast, "or my stepbrother Thor will come looking for me, and then you will be sorry. I have always wanted to fight that arrogant god," said Gerard. "But he cheats. He uses a magic hammer." "If you let me fly home," Loki said quickly, "I will persuade Thor to come here without his hammer." "Go on then," grunted Gerard. Soon, a relieved Loki was back in Asgard, up to his tricks with Thor. "I couldn't outfight Gerard," said Loki. "I'm not sure even you could, and you definitely couldn't defeat him without your hammer." Thor couldn't resist the challenge. He put on a thick cloak and set out for Jotunheim and the icy mountain where Gerard lived. Days later, Thor had almost reached Gerard's castle. Blizzard whirled up around him, blinking against the snow. He fought his way to a nearby hut and knocked on the door. The door swung open to reveal a frost giantess cooking soup in a vast cauldron. "Come in, little god," she said. "I am red. I won't harm you, but tell me, what are you doing here?" "I have come to fight Gerard," boasted Thor. Just as soon as this blizzard dies down." Red laughed before looking serious. "That means Frost Giant deserves everything he gets," she said. "But you will need some help. Gerard is bound to cheat," she explained, "and his daughters, Yelp and Grieve, will help him. You will need magical weapons." She rummaged in a cupboard and handed some things to Thor. "Here you are. This wooden staff is unbreakable. These iron gloves will protect your hands, and the belt will double your strength." Armed with his new weapons, Thor headed into the cold once more. Gerard's castle lay ahead, but to reach it he had to wade through a deep river. Halfway across, he felt the icy water rising up above his waist. Thor looked over to the riverbank. Yelp, one of Gerard's daughters, was using a flaming torch to melt the ice on a tree. With every second, the river grew deeper. Thor felt the river starting to swallow him up. In desperation, he grasped a massive rock. The magical belt made him so strong he could lift it. Grunting, he hurled the rock at Yelp. Yelp went flying with a startled cry. and Thor waded to the bank as fast as he could. Throwing off his soaking wet cloak, he charged into Gerard's castle. Show yourself, Gerard. The castle seemed deserted, so Thor wandered to an empty chair and sat down to wait. To his astonishment, he felt the chair rise into the air. Grip, Gerard's other daughter, was lifting the throne on her broad back. Within seconds, Thor's head was pressed against the ceiling. Thor gripped the unbreakable staff with both hands and wedged it between the ceiling and the chair. Grip pushed and pushed, but the staff held strong. Grip groaned at last, collapsing to the floor. Thor and the chair came crashing down. Thor clambered to his feet and saw a blur of movement. He dived back to the floor just as a flaming red rock flew past. Looking up, Thor found himself face to face with Gerard. The ferocious giant was holding a huge pair of tongs. He thrust them into a bubbling cauldron, drew out another burning rock, and threw it. Quicker than a blink, Thor pulled on the gloves and caught the rock as it hurtled at his face. He flung it back as hard as he could and watched as it punched a hole through the frost giant's chest. Gerard was dead. Thor strode back to Asgard in triumph. "This calls for a feast," cried Odin, when he saw his son. Once again, the god of thunder had come out on top. The end.